Boston because it's an ultimate race.
I guess you want to call it the Mecca of distance running.
For some, this year's Boston Marathon will be a first.
It's been a lifelong goal to qualify, and I finally did.
For others, it's the second time around.
Last year was all nerves, and this year is kind of go back more and have fun and see if I can beat my previous time.
And for 57-year-old Leonard Vergunst, the Boston Marathon has become a routine.
This will be my 8th time to run Boston Marathon.
While many runners' goal is to qualify for Boston, Vergunst has a loftier one. He hopes to come home from Massachusetts with a medal.
Well, I finished in the top 100 in the field several times.
Keep in mind, the Boston Marathon has a field of about 30,000 runners each year, and get this, he runs the 26.2 miles at an average pace of about 6 minutes a mile. This year's race will be his 61st marathon.
I love running. It's part of my routine. Every morning I get up and I run. It's part of my day. It's one of the things I look forward to, getting up in the morning, going and getting that run.
His perpetual passion is evident. There's a reason he keeps coming back to Boston, and a reason why Boston is a bucket list race for thousands.
Boston is the pinnacle marathon. You can't just show up and give them money and run the marathon. You have to earn the privilege.
I think it is the challenge that we all love. And it's not easy, but hey, you know, when you achieve things, nothing is easy in life, and this is what my challenge is.
For 53-year-old Tim McDaniel, qualifying was a triumph, but life has gotten in the way of him going to Boston until now.
I qualified 3 times, but Hurricane Katrina took care of 1 year, so my house had been gutted, so I couldn't participate that year.
As runners embark on 26.2 miles, they say their strategy is simple. They're going to take it one step at a time.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience of 26 miles.
Heck, I started, I'm going to finish. I mean, it's just, it's your mind over your body.
Anticipation is building for these runners who have made the journey.
I'm nervous, but I'm also extremely excited.
Just a culmination of your running career.
When you cross that finish line, it's an exhilarating experience.
The road to Boston is one less traveled, but for these local runners, that journey has made all the difference.
Hey guys, we're the Reclaws.
They're not your typical country music artists.
We're from Canada.
Ontario, Canada.
But the brother and sister duo came to South Mississippi to debut their newly released single, Kiss Kiss.
I just wanna kiss, kiss. We had choices to go anywhere, but Mississippi is kind of like a place you don't think of very often, and we were told that it's a beautiful, warm place, and that's exactly what it is.
Everybody here makes you feel like your family, like it's incredible.
Our last name is Walker. I'm Jenna Walker, my brother's Stuart Walker, and Reclaws is Walker backwards. Well, we grew up on a farm, and it was a theme farm, and we did pig race shows.
Only one way to say this, it's your own right to do less. So let's get down to business right now. I just wanna kiss, kiss.
Stuart played the banjo first, and since he's done that, we've been playing and singing.
We're just happy playing music. Like we're not in it really for the money. We're not really in it for the fame.
Their music hasn't been released long. They haven't traveled the world, but the 19 and 22-year-old duet have made big plans for their future, and they knew where they wanted it to begin.
Forever, Mississippi will hold a place in our hearts, and we're definitely coming back.
It's the beginning, they say, that will open a gate to a limitless future. Hannah Mosley, WLOX News.
My note said, I love you, Mom.
Kaylee and Kurt Calvert prepare notes to send up in balloons for their mother who died 2 years ago. Kaylee is only 10 years old, and she's already experienced the pain of losing the most important person in her life.
No one can do my hair and stuff or talk to me when I feel upset.
The 3-day camp has helped her and 21 other children like her express themselves. As Camp Swan concludes, writing messages to late loved ones, it has put a smile back on Kaylee's face.
It said, do you know how to fly? I wrote my note to my grandma.
11-year-old Olivia Kelly has big news to share.
I made the cheerleading team, yay!
Camp director Josh Bruce started the camp not out of sympathy, but empathy.
We started Camp Swan after my mom died, and we decided we wanted to do something to give back to the children.
Having lost his mom at a young age, he understands.
Kids, the kids are so special. I've never been around so many children that they tear at your heart.
Bruce says it's girls like Terrace that keep this camp going. She lost her mom last year, and Bruce has words of wisdom to provide comfort.
Don't be afraid, and you're not alone.
9-year-old Desiree Carroll had a special message for her daddy.
I love you so much in my heart.
She says those words will do until they reunite.
I'm going to see my dad one day when I get to heaven.
Then they headed down to the water, eager to release their balloons.
1, 2, 3.
As they blew kisses and watched their messages ascend, they said they could feel their loved ones smiling down. One step at a time, they walked toward hope.
Most people come out and walk in honor of someone or in memory of someone, generally someone that's actually living or has passed away with ALS.
Most came in teens honoring a specific person battling ALS, with a majority wearing blue shirts that read Chuck's Crew.
For Chuck, he's such a humble man, and we love you so much. You are. We love him very much.
Chuck Breath was diagnosed with ALS 4 months ago.
It's not good. It's deterioration of the muscles. All the nerves and what have you start going away. It's very embarrassing on it to fall. You can't control it.
Does it scare you?
Yeah, it scares the hell out of you.
Breath says every day gets a little harder, and while this isn't how he envisioned his life, it won't keep him from smiling.
Just made 67, older than dirt.
Instead, he provides comfort and hope for others. 8 years ago, Billy Dial was told he had 6 months to live.
It changed our life completely.
Cindy Dial says Billy's a fighter and she cherishes every moment she has with her husband.
He's my life.
But those tears were short-lived because this day was about strength.
God bless you. Absolutely, God bless you. And God bless the support.
Now, everyone that came out today to participate in the event had a different motivation in mind, whether that was a family member or a good friend that's battling the disease. But at the end of the event, they all had the same hope in mind.
That we'll be able to find a cure one day, and that nobody else will have to suffer this disease.
That's the real hope. Not only for myself, but for everybody.
With colorful shirts, hopeful hearts, and smiling faces, hundreds vowed to stay by their loved one's side, hand in hand, until that cure is found.